Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Pick 2 draft here in the streamer event. Huge shout out to Wizards of the Coast for the free preview access so I could get this recorded early. Pick 2 is what we were working with, so that's what we'll be playing. And the way I like to approach Pick 2 is I just kind of assume that I'll find the open lane eventually. I don't really care about gold cards. You really have to, because if there's only 4 players, if you share a deck with one of the other 4 players, you're in real bad shape. We get Triceraton Commander, fantastic mythic rare, fits well into either of the white decks in this format, the 2 supported ones at least. You can play it for a lot of flexibility. X equals 1 and X equals 2 are probably the most common. But you can often play it for like X equals 1, then get it back to your hand with a sneak ability, and then get it into play again. The other card I kind of like here, Karai, Future of the Foot. Really nice card. I could consider taking, instead, I could take Stomp by the Foot, just a flexible removal spell. This might honestly just be a better card than Karai. There's plenty of things to sacrifice to this, like disposable creatures, random tokens. So maybe I should take that over the Karai. I do like Karai, though. And then other than that, this pack is pretty weak. I think these are the only real considerations. Karai, Stomped, and then obviously taking Triceraton. There's not really a white card I would take to go with the Triceraton. I do think Mechanized Ninja Cavalry is pretty solid. I do think Casey Jones is solid. But I'm happy with this pick. Okay. Now, in this pack, my favorite cards are this West Wind Avatar. Really good top-end card. You can just play it, sacrifice a land, gain 3, and you return draw a card. It's a 7-drop, so it's expensive, but I do like it. Helps you stabilize. And then I think April O'Neil is really, really strong as well. We're kind of going multiple directions here. I could have taken the black-white multicolored card. I don't regret taking by Stomp by the Foot because it would be a good card to have in a black-white deck, like a really premium card. But April O'Neil is really good. Scry 2 is just a really strong ability, and then it's hard to block this. Definitely causes some problems. Goes well if you can sneak it back to your hand. And so even though you could be like, oh, well, you already have a white card and a black card, why not take 2 cards that could go to that deck? I think West Wind Avatar is enough better, at least in my current estimation, that I'll just take it here. Okay, and now there's Lord Dreg, and there is Anchovy and Banana Pizza. I think both of these cards are stellar. Lord Dreg fits really well into both black decks, even though it's got this green activated ability. That hasn't really come up as much as just like making a stream of 1/1s has come up. In my experience, there's Grounded for Life, but I think that is worse than the Anchovy and Banana Pizza. Courier of Comestibles is pretty good with Anchovy and Banana Pizza. You can like tutor it up. But we're just going to take the 2 black cards, see where that leaves us. We are seeing both black and white cards, so maybe black-white will just end up being our home here. Wow. Genghis Frog. Pick 4. Well, we could make that work potentially. We could take Genghis and Leonardo or something. 1 card for the deck we're currently drafting, 1 deck for the deck that might be. We'd have to abandon pretty much everything, but if nobody else is drafting blue-green, we could get some really good cards late. Let's just take the Ragamuffin Raptor. I think that card's a little bit better. We could have taken the white card too. On the wheel, we get the Slithering Cryptid back and the Frog Butler back. I've been taking Escape Tunnel a lot lower in my priority. I just find that I want to be making sure I get like the powerful cards, and these are 2 good green cards. Ragamuffin Raptor's gone down a little bit for me, but it does go well with like Anchovy Banana Pizza. I think we're getting a green signal. Nobody else is really playing green. There are some decent white cards here. Triceraton Commander is like the best card we're abandoning at the moment. But I don't love Foot Ninjas. I don't think High Flying Ace is insane. I think these green cards are really working out. So you notice how I made that late switch. I could just be playing black-green. We get to play the Lord Drag, the Anchovy, the Stomp by the Foot. But we do have this Genghis Frog hanging out as well. So don't count that out quite yet. And we did abandon our white cards, but that's fine for now. Okay, pack 2. Well, what do we see here? There is Dream Beavers. Good card for the sneak deck, not so much for the green-black deck. There's Leonardo, which I absolutely love. Leonardo's fantastic. And then there's another West Wind Avatar. I do like West Wind Avatar. What else do I like here? I think Improvised Arsenal is fine. It's just not what my deck is doing at all. Blue and red were not the colors I was tempted by in that first pack. I would find it really hard to imagine I get into those decks. I'm probably playing black-green here. I have 1 blue card. I have 2 white cards, even if my best card's a white card. This gets me some fixing, maybe. I don't need any more top end if I get a second West Wind Avatar. I'm not planning on splashing all the colors. I could take Dream Beavers. I could also take Tenderize. I think Tenderize is going to be better for this deck. Let's just take Leonardo, though. Leonardo is way better, and I don't really care about Tenderize. Like, Tenderize is the sort of removal spell that is worse in this sort of format because you end up with, like, needing to kill things early. I think we're going to take the 2 blue-green cards here. I think Gecko's pretty good. Puts a lot of pressure on your opponent to answer it, and then Lessons from Life is really good. And missing out on a Tunnel Rats and a Tenderize. Tenderize I've gone down on a bit. Especially because we already have a couple of removal spells like the Pizza, the Stomp by the Foot. Leonardo's just like a messed up card. So if we saw a pack here that had like 2 really good like ninja cards, we could just shift away from our green cards. Go back towards it. But it's looking like we're going to be able to get there right now on the blue-green Swapperoonie. I don't really love Buzzbots in blue-green, but I think you can get enough artifacts to make Donatello pretty good. Okay, and we could potentially splash black if we really wanted to, though. We have a decent number of mutants, I think. Getting a second Genghis Frog is nice. Just how we drew it up. Mutagen, fantastic card, perfect for this deck. Another Frog Butler, also great for this deck. Ramps up to the West Wind Avatar Love perfectly. Tenderize, we're probably going to wheel some of these. Nobody else is playing green, I don't think. Mind Transfer Protocol's fine. New Generation Technique's fine, but I think we just care about getting a good 2-drop. We've now kind of got our 2-drop set going into pack 3. Could even help us splash if we needed to. Yep, we wheeled the Tenderize, just as I expected. We don't need more top end. We already have these 2. Let's take the Everything Pizza just in case. Actually, there's no chance we play Everything Pizza. Let's take the 2 green cards. Yep, nobody else is playing green. We've identified the lane. Did you notice how late I swapped into this deck? Nobody else, like, it was a very late swap. And I just wheeled everything I needed. Now I'm going to be committed to blue-green. I've got so many good cards. Man, and this pack is just... Actually, we got Turtle Van. That's actually really good for me. We have a lot of mutants. The Frog's not as good. This card's pretty good, though. We aren't really looking for the Fugitive. Yeah, we could try to splash, but let's just take the solid cards. I really like Saved by the Shell. I haven't gotten to play April, Reporter of the Weird. But I do like Surveillance Camera. Has to do combat damage to a player. Yeah, let's just take these 2. I've been pretty impressed by this one in particular. Surveillance also nice. Ooh, baby. Nice. We get another Lessons from Life. Do we just take the blue-green land or do we take the Frog Butler? We already have playables. And we might just wheel the Frog Butler. I don't think we'll wheel it, though. That seems unlikely. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to just minimize our odds of getting color screwed, so might as well take the land. Frog Butler's good, but we're going to make playables. And when you're going to make playables and you know you're going to make playables, like these are all cards that I'm pretty happy playing. I can cut Rocksteady maybe. But like my artifact count is at 2 plus however many things make mutagen tokens. So like these 2. My interaction is a bit low. This is a top end card. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel good about taking the Mutant down now. I'm going to easily get there on playables. Ray Fillet is awesome. Great for this deck. April O'Neil's messed up. Saved by the Shell is always a good one. We have Turtle, 2 turtles. Yeah, I think these cards are just going to be better. Maybe I should have taken the Frog Butler. Okay, just taking cards now. This can only protect artifacts, right? Yeah, artifact or creature. Oh, actually. Another Ragamuffin. There's an April. I don't have enough artifacts to bounce for that to matter. Yep. Okay. I didn't prioritize tenderizes. I was wheeling the ones I needed. I don't have that much interaction though, so maybe I should have put a little bit more emphasis on them. I don't really want Rocksteady. I have way better top end cards here. This is ramp. This is ramp. I'm definitely not playing skateboard. I don't think we want April. We're a bit more defensive than that. Mondo Gecko's fine. Michelangelo's fine. Cryptid's fine. We don't want all of these pachyderms. My artifact count: 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5. I don't have that many artifacts, so I don't think Donatello is going to be as useful as Pachyderm. And then I'll play 2 Pachyderms, 2 Ragamuffins. I'm not going to cut a land with 2 West Wings at the top, winds at the top. So let's cut. So we have how many mutants? 7 mutants. So this card's looking pretty solid. This is kind of a top end card. We have a couple card draw spells. Let's just cut another Pachyderm. Creature count is now at 16. Seems pretty good to me. Excited to see how it battles in the games. Let's just double check my colors real quick. Yeah, way heavier on green. So let's just go like this. Because we want to make sure we can play our green 2-drops and double green. And I guess this is a double blue, but we have frog butlers to help. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay. Nice stuff. And as we get ready for the games, I would like to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you're enjoying my videos, finding them helpful, and you'd like to support my mission to make draft accessible for people of all skill levels, Patreon is the place to go. And you gain access to cool bonus content like my card-by-card tier list and format thoughts document. I want to give a special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It does make a tremendous difference. Okay, we have found our foe. I do think this deck is kind of emblematic of how I like to draft these sorts of formats. We're in a situation where we started off taking a really good white card and we had a really good black card. And then we second picked like a couple of more cards that kind of went in that direction, like we took a green card and another white card. And so we had 2 white cards, a black card, and a green card, and then we ended up playing blue-green. It was like pretty awesome. Frog Butler into Lessons from Life is going to give me freakish amounts of mana very early in the game. And then I can take over maybe with Frog into Gecko. Okay, they also have a Frog Butler. Black-green. I do lack interaction, which is a weakness of blue-green historically. We'll see if I can make up for it with some card draw and some tight play. Okay, Genghis Frog, sure. So they're playing blue, green, and black. Huh. So I had this math earlier, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. If I play this, I'll go down to 5, go back up to 8, and then I'll go to 8, and then I'll put the land into play, so I'm fine. Yeah, this is beautiful. Next turn I go Frog, Pachyderm, then I go West Wind Avatar maybe. Get the Gecko going at some point. Load it up with the counters from the Frog. Oh, baby. They have 5 cards. Use trade-off. They've got this guy in play already, so I'm going to draw a card to go up to 8 in hand. And I already have an extra land in play, so I think I'm way ahead right now. I just drew 3 and they don't have any pressure. We'll see what they can develop. That's pretty good against me. That is definitely a good card against me. Okay, let's go Gecko, Frog Butler. And the next turn I can play West Wind Avatar, maybe. I did miss out on a potential mutagen token from Genghis Frog. But this can really put some pressure on them. I could go Genghis Frog, put counter on this attack. They really don't want to let me draw those extra cards. And once this dies, I'm in okay shape. I can also just play this next turn if they're using kill spells on this. Okay, sure. So they missed a land drop. So they have all spells in hand. Let's just do this. Sack that. Attacks, draw a card. If they do kill my stuff, I can just start getting it back. We're in the value game here. Okay, what's opponent up to? They're still stuck on lands, it looks like. Courier of Comestibles. Let's see if they go get an anchovy pizza. They do, okay. Remember, this thing having Death Touch is pretty annoying for my West Wind Avatar. That's a huge draw. That lets me tap this guy down. So, this isn't a food right now. Okay, land, we're gonna go Pachyderm, Genghis Frog. On their upkeep, we're gonna tap the Frog Butler. So they can't even necessarily cast this unless they draw a land. And even if they do, we can then use the Gecko probably. Or we can get it back with the Ragamuffin Raptor. Because we want this to survive. If we're going to use this, we need it to attack and survive. We could have done this and then attacked, and then it would have survived. But I think potentially stunting them on mana could just win me the game outright almost. I don't know. Maybe it's greedy. It is a greedy play. Okay. Let's see. Do they hit the land? If they don't, this is going to be really good for me. Oh, is greed rewarded? Looks like they didn't draw the land, or they probably would have gone slam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Whatever the phrase is. Boom. Oh, and we even got the tenderize. That's huge. We can punch Genghis Frog. And we have Saved by the Shell if they do happen to have some weird removal spell. Okay, it enters tap, so. Still just dealing my power to theirs. I go to combat. Attack with these two. Sack my forest. So I can do this and draw 2 cards. No, that's not worth it. Hmm. Worth it to keep my Mondo Gecko around? Probably not. I'd probably just rather save my thing to protect this guy. Using Tenderize not to kill the Death Toucher was a bold strategy. And not to kill this guy as well. Maybe I should have made it an attack and just assumed Gecko wasn't going to get through. I think this goes pretty well for me too. I can use this to tap down their Frog Butler again and get the big attack in. They can't really attack me still. Okay, they're buffing up their guy. That's fine. And they tap their Frog Butler. That seems like a mistake to me. They keep it on top. Okay. Okay, they take a big hit. End of the turn. Ooh, that's really good. And it's a mutant, so it'll make one off of this guy too. And this guy has trample. And this has trample. And if they don't have a kill spell, they could be in trouble. Remember, they have 6 life here. On their end step, I'll probably sack this to tap their Frog Butler. And draw 2 cards. Really? Huh. Well, this can also untap my West Wing avatar. Wind avatar, I mean. This is not a good look for me. Do they have a board wipe? There's the Mythic Rail Last Ronin card. I don't think I'm supposed to play around that, though. I think they just assumed I didn't have good blocks. If I did think they were going to go land Last Ronin, it wouldn't be great for me. Okay, so they're going to sack this to go up to 11, because I have 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, my turn. Let's just do this for the maximum. 4, 5, 6. So this is 11, so if they go sack, sack. We're also going to go Make this at least 5, so if they have some instant speed kill spell, then they're still dead to just the Genghis Frog hitting them. Boom! Boom shakalaka. Nice victory. I think we played that pretty well. I'm fairly happy. I think we had some close calls there on how to use our removal spell in particular to try and enable the Gecko. And I think trying to enable the Gecko was a mistake. Because we have such finite removal that getting Gecko through should not have been our priority, I don't think. Even though it would have drawn us 2 cards. Oh, this is a start. 2 West Wind avatars, so we do need to get a little bit more ramp to get that job done. Or just naturally draw all of the lands we need. That's good too. We're going to have plenty of mutagen tokens. Red, white. Okay, so the combat tricks in white, +1/+3. Red has +3/+0. Okay, that's unfortunate. But we're still left with a mutagen token. Oh, that's good too. That's going to get us up to West Wind Avatar pretty quickly. Apologies for that. They have deployed this card, which means I generally would like to put a counter on this guy if I could. So I will. But then they'll just kill this. Yeah, let's just do our draw 3, put another land into play. If they use their next turn to kill this thing, we're pretty okay with that. Ooh, another lesson from life. They cycled Jenica when they're about to get to 5 mana. Seems interesting. Maybe they have a 5-drop they really want to play. They just want to use Mouser Foundry. Okay. That's okay. We will go this. Lessons from life. Put this into play. I think Zoo Escapees is our best play because we aren't unhappy to trade that with an Action News Crew. They have 3 cards in hand. We have 6. Really want to save this for a card that's going to be a problem. Okay, we'll eat one of their 1/1s for free. If they have a combat trick, they kind of have to use it now. Foot Ninjas, okay. Interesting. So now they can cycle that thing at some point. Okay, I see you. Let's go a little bit more conservative here. April O'Neil. Frog Butler. Tenderize. And then we'll use our West Wind guys later. Draw 2 cards with our April O'Neil. Ragamuffin can get back. Cryptid at some point, or April. Never mind, it cannot get back April. Yep, News Crew, they're replaying it. I thought they would try to cycle it. Death Touch is a good mechanic, it turns out. Turns out it is a pretty good mechanic. And now is where our West Wind avatars just take over the game. We're not trying to take any extra damage here, that's for sure. Okay, I think we'll keep our mutagen tokens around. Just gonna sack that. Play this. Draw another card. Then we'll play a West Wind Avatar, sack another land, gain 3 more life. Start attacking. Boom! Normally, opponents don't concede when they're at above 20 life, but the writing was on the wall. Especially because I was going to play another one of those. Pretty powerful. So yeah, 2-0. I like the blue-green strategy a lot, actually. It's really fun. It's really interesting. Lots of cool things you can do. We don't have a lot of interaction, but we have lots of decisions to make, and I do think the Frog Butler is quite good. And the draw 3 put a land into play, ramping yourself is pretty good. We haven't played against a really good Ninja Sneak deck with this archetype. That seems like it can be a little problematic. That's been the deck that I've been losing to the most, because I feel like I build my deck to beat certain strategies. So I can oftentimes beat mid-rangey stuff, or I can beat like aggressive stuff, but the Sneak deck gets like big things into play faster than I think it should a lot of the time. And so when you're on the draw against that, they can do some really messed up things. Though I feel like I'm only really losing to when they have like turn 1 Leonardo. And so that's one of the reasons I took it so highly in the draft, because it's pretty scary when your opponent plays that on turn 1. You're just like, oh gosh, they're going to hit me for 1,000,000 damage. But we have plenty of good stuff going on. Good hand here. On the draw, but we've got some spells. We got one of our kill spells. We would love to draw a Frog Butler. That's the thing, when you have this 7-drop, it does stabilize you pretty well. It's hard to kill. Ooh, blue-green mirror. They're playing the cheese pizza. I don't love this card unless you're splashing, and then it's pretty fine. We have drawn 2 blanks, pretty much. We don't really need that right now. Oh, gosh. We could be in trouble if they have an interactive spell. I mean, this is the sort of game you can lose easily. We kept a 4-lander and drew 3 lands in a row. And then they played a card that punishes you for your opponents for stumbling. Okay. That's a card. How greedy do we want to get? We could play this now for X equals 2. Spread the love around. Have blockers for April forever. And then we have 2 Ragamuffin things to get it back later. I think this is the play. Move 1 over there, 1 here. Give myself 2 different blockers for Michelangelo. Keep 1 mutagen token in reserve. If Michelangelo starts to grow out of control, I can... Oh my gosh, this could be a problem. Gains 3, draws a card, discards a card, deals 3 to any target. Oh gosh, oh gosh. They have 4 of the colors. Oh no, they have all the 5 colors. That's actually way more attainable than I thought. Actually, it's not that super attainable, but they're going to be activating that soon. Okay, so we're still just chilling. 3, 4, 5. They need 7 mana to do that. Do I want to put the counter here? Yeah, I have the mana now. Let's do it now. I don't want to have to... I want to be able to tenderize for 4 damage if I need to. They're force cycling a 6-drop when they're about to get to 6 mana. That just means that they're trying to get up to this pizza mana. So both my creatures are out of deal 3 range. So it's going to be them drawing a card and me discarding a card. Can't do much about Donatello. That's just a good card. Frog Butler's also good. Do I tenderize the Frog Butler? Probably not. I'll play Mondo Gecko. I don't love it. I considered saving it to discard to this thing. That's the main part of this card I'm annoyed about, is discarding. But I think I will just discard this forest. Eventually I'll draw another land. If I keep drawing spells, I'm pretty okay. Oh, that was super bad, actually. I forgot that they didn't have a target for this to go after. Okay. Part of this went according to plan. I messed up this part. I should have kept the Mondo Gecko in hand. That was a huge blunder. I definitely would have rather discarded the Mondo Gecko. Okay. Eventually this guy will die and I'll just get 1,000,000 more mutagen tokens. Easy block. I know that it makes their Michelangelo a bit better, but I have to get rid of that Death Toucher somehow before I play my 7/7. Yeah, their Michelangelo gets bigger. Okay. Bum ba bum ba dum ba bum. Sure. I botched this game. If I had not played the Mondo Gecko, I think I would have won this game. I discard the Mondo Gecko. Though they probably weren't going to use that card until they could use it as a kill spell, so this game just would have played out differently. I don't like to use this as a defensive measure, but I kind of have to here. Okay, sure. I feel pretty confident that this will work now. They only have one card in hand. And they ninjutsu to 5/4. And I get to kill their 5/5. And I have plenty of blockers for the rest of their guys. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about this situation, actually. Ragamuffin Raptor makes me feel a lot worse. They're getting back their pizza, that's for sure. They are getting back their pizza. Though they could get back Rocksteady, and that would honestly lose me the game because I could then never block Rocksteady or Bebop. They don't know that, though. Okay, give me a land here. They are drawing lots of cards. Okay. Booyah. Okay, Michelangelo. So Zoo Escapee's down. They're going to make something big. +3/+3. Then our Ragamuffin Raptor gets to get its own value. They're making Bebop big, understandably so. Little do they know we were kind of hoping to trade our Mutagen Man for Bebop anyway. Beautiful. There goes our Mutagen Man. So they have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I want to sack the token to the West guy, because I want more mana to use that with. Yeah. 3, 4 plus 1, 2. Yeah. No attacks, actually. Because I need my guy to survive. Okay, get back here, Mutagen Man. I could have made this a 5/5. That actually might have been better. What are they getting from the sideboard? They have like an entire draft worth of material to choose from. I guess most of their cards are probably in their deck because they had to invest in these lands with pretty high picks, so they have like maybe fewer options, but they're playing all the colors, so they probably have quite a few options actually. I've gone on a seesaw of emotions here. They probably have so many good things with this card. They only have 13 cards left in their deck. I don't think I'm going to be able to deck them, though. That seems highly unlikely. You never know, though. If I go Ray Fillet, put 2 counters on the Pachyderm, then it can block this. I don't get to see what they get. That's crazy. Okay. Mighty Meech Animal. Sure. That's a really good card. Now I'm definitely thinking I'll need to find something here. That's a good one. Okay. So that can help me out a lot, actually. Because I can give that reach and it can block this guy. So... let's go this... And... 13 cards. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 there. So they have 5 lands left, 8 spells. Plus these two. So they have 10 spells left with which to defeat me. I think I'll take a hit for 6 here. My Frog Butler. I have 1 Tenderize left. Got a decent number of blockers here that are pretty sizable. Oh, that's a big guy. That's a big fella. Whoa. Okay, so they just have all spells. That definitely makes things impossible to win. When your opponent has, instead of 0 spells, they have unlimited spells. Okay. So... I think I need to draw a Tenderize here. How about Genghis Frog? If I play Genghis Frog... I need to put 2 counters on this guy. Let's just do it like this. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put counter here, counter here, counter here, counter here. Trying to get as many things to 4 toughness as possible. And go. Oh, right. I draw a card from West Wind Avatar. I totally forgot that was how that worked. They just draw all gas all the time, if I'm not mistaken. They've just drawn all spells all the time. They are living La Vida Loca. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. I think we die. So we can block 5-4 on 5-5, 9-9 on 9-9, 1-1 on... Actually, if we're going to block like this, we might as well block this guy on 5-5, this guy on 4-3, so we can kill that at least. We can eat that guy. Oh no, our 9-9 has to block their 9-9. What was I doing here? 5-5. Oh yeah, block there. Block there. So 5-5's not getting through. 9-9's trading. 4-5 we eat. And then this is going to kill the 2 powered guy. So I take 2, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh my gosh, do I die to Exactsies? Oh, that's so brutal. I don't think I could win even if I was able to survive for the crackback, but... Okay, so I can block here then to live. So in that case, can I afford to take trample damage from this guy? Maybe I could do this. Block like that and take this. And then how much damage am I taking? Then I'm taking... none from there. I'm taking 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I still have my West Wind avatar out. I think I just need to have more versus less, though. So I think this is still better. This, 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 this. And then I just try to draw another frog. Maybe I shouldn't have put any counters onto the Ray Fillet. I should have put the extra counter onto my 9/9. I was thinking about it. I think I'm still dead, even if that is the case. Okay, this... Okay, they got me. They got me. They just had too many powerful plays. I wasn't able to turn the corner at any point. I don't think I ever can win that match as long as they don't get horrifically mana problemed by early situation. I just don't have the late game to compete with that. They just valued me. Once they played the 5/5 and then the 8/8 trample, yeah. My West Wind, I wasn't able to pressure them with it. I had to keep it back on defense. And I didn't draw my card draw early enough in my Tenderize. I need my second Tenderize, I think, to be able to deal with their 5/5 flyer before it took over. It's funny because when I was drafting the deck, I was like, yeah, I don't really prioritize Tenderize, and I was like wheeling them. But like if I had one more Tenderize, I would be pretty happy. But I was taking good cards. I have a pretty solid deck. I think we can definitely do well. And at least we got to play like a full, interesting game there. I made that big mistake. I think I might have actually won that game because I could have gotten my Northwind avatar down a lot sooner and started hitting them with it. So that actually was a pretty big misplay. I need to make sure I focus up and don't make those sorts of mistakes. I just forgot that they had the everything pizza in play. Like I was playing the whole game to try and make sure they couldn't use the everything pizza. And then I played a 2/3 into the everything pizza for no reason. So that was my bad and probably cost me the game or whatever shot I had at the game. So you have to make sure you're focused at all points. I get distracted. Ooh, we get a rematch. So I guess we'll get to find out whether we actually do have a chance because I think this is the person we just played against. And we're keeping. On the draw, we've got our Hacktivist. Okay, they have their colors set up. They're going for it. I would love to draw Frog Butler. Nope. Okay. Just all for it. So if I don't hit a land drop, I'm just going to lose the game. It would suck to lose a game that way. Okay, at least I drew it this turn. If I'd drawn my tap land for my 4th land drop, I would have been very sad. My gosh, my hand is so juiced right now. There's the Frog Butler I needed. Okay. I hate using my removal spell like this, but it's going to draw me 2 more cards for my April. Saved by the shell. Okay. So if I draw 3 cards here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'll go up to 9. I put a card. With 2 Ragamuffin Raptors, I'm okay with this, playing this for X equals 4, maybe. I could have also just played West Wing Avatar. I didn't really want to sacrifice my lands right now. Yep, that is the downside of using your Tenderize that way. They're going to have a lot of mana. Oh, and I didn't want to tap this guy. That's another factor. Okay. Okay, play West Wind Avatar. Make it a 9/9. Okay, I'll draw 2 cards. And then I'll ditch. I don't think Surveillance Van's gonna do much. I don't need Ragamuffin Raptor right now, though. I wish I'd drawn land. Okay. Okay, I see you. Prague Butler, sure. Sure. They have effectively deployed their cards. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. What do they have? I definitely want to block this. So they could have literally any color worth of trick, but the most likely one is a green trick. Green has +1/+1 counter and indestructible. This only saves 1 point of damage if I block this guy, but if I block this guy, I save even more. I save a full 7, so I only take 8. We'll tap that guy. What's their last card? No land is a bummer. Green's combat trick is +2/+2, and I know they have that card in their deck. So that actually makes a lot of sense for what they could have. I think we figured out what they have. I think if they have +2/+2, this should work. Weathermaker, sure. I think their last card is +2/+2. That's what logically makes sense in my head. No, they just made the attack. It was a Stone Cold Bluff attack. Oh my gosh, what a legend. Absolute legend status there. Okay, play land. I have 15 cards left. I can tap down this thing once. Saved by the Shell is going to be really key for me here. Ninja or Turtle. This is none of those three. I really want this guy to die, and then I really want to just send it for a big one. Get back a Ragamuffin Raptor. I kind of can start that chain going. Play this. They have no cards in hand, so I'm not really worried about them top decking something. There's another Avatar. Oh my gosh, they did top deck something. Oh dear. The Everything Pizza's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they 6. So they have actually the mana to use it right away too. Bummer. Luckily, the best thing for them to kill is my. I have enough card draw. I'm just going to discard Lessons from Life. If they kill Ragamuffin, I can get it back. Sure. And they tap their Frog Butler, so I can get a big attack in, which is huge for me. Okay, here we go. Play land. Combat. Attack. Decline. I need to start punching through. Okay. We're going to kill Venus. Actually, no, we're just going to kill this and deal all the damage to it. Oh, no, it's got trample, so we can't do that. So Venus will become a 7/7. That's fine. Okay, Venus is a 7/7. I don't need to do that. Draw 2. Okay. I want to keep my lands in place so that when this mutagen guy dies, I can make a million things when I get it back with Ragamuffin. Oh no, we're going to lose now. Jeez Louise. Their deck is so good. I just can't compete with this value. I don't have enough removal. Okay. So Genghis is a legendary. Play land. Okay, attack with these 3. That's a fair block. I knew they'd do that. That's also a fair block. Okay, next to damage. 1 to that, 2 to that. Okay, that does some damage there. Ragamuffin Raptor. Get back Ragamuffin Raptor, I think. Ragamuffin Raptor. Get back Mutagen Man. And turn. Okay, I'm going to try to go all in on the Ray Fillet plan here. Or whatever it is. They have some serious damage potential, actually. They could actually just kill me, maybe. I have not been playing this very safely. They use this, they use this, they kill my 2 4/3s. Oh, I still have plenty of blockers, never mind. Oh no, they get to grow their guy too. We'll crew this up. Bum 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 bum. Na, 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 na. Yep, Michelangelo. I think I need to make something truly huge to win this game. Five, 12, I can go to 4, I think. This can deal 3 to me in a couple of turns, but I have enough time to get my game plan enacted, which is important. Block like this, I think. I don't need this guy anymore. So I'll throw that away to gain 7. Yeah, that seems worth it. Okay. This has trample. Oh gosh, I messed that up. I messed that up super badly. Actually, no, this thing can't hit me anymore, but they do have their guy. Okay, that was bad. I think I messed that up, maybe. I forgot this thing's trigger. Rookie mistake. They're gonna have their flyer now. If they don't have their flyer, then they will soon. Okay, play this. This is my plan. 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4, 8, 9. So I have 7 mana. Okay. Let's hope this is good enough. I think this might be good enough, honestly. I'm not 100% sure. There's a chance I should have done this on my flyer, too. Okay. It's a big creature here. I'm not sure that was enough. If I'm being completely honest. I think that might have been not enough at all. Northwind, yep. Remember, I can tap something down. And if April attacks me, then they die. Yes. I had to hope that this was in their bottom 5 cards, probably. Maybe they'll attack with April and forget. Oh my gosh, I think they did forget. Okay. Do they have a ninja card? They do have a ninja card. Okay. Okay, maybe we've got this then. Never mind. Well, we gave ourselves a shot. That's all you can ask for. We have like an unwinnable matchup there. And then we played the same deck twice. It's just unfortunate in this sort of thing. I don't think we can... I mean, we did our best, I think. I think that was our... I think letting the April draw 5 cards was game-losing. I didn't remember that card did that. So I made mistakes in both games against that deck. But honestly, like, it's hard to say that the deck is bad when you literally lose to the same matchup twice and their deck is, like, really good. So I think our deck is totally fine. It's just... Obviously, if I was playing and I knew that I was playing that matchup, I might make sideboard changes or... like bring in like Rocksteady so I have like a way to punch through and stuff like that. But only having 2 kill spells just makes that matchup actually impossible to win, it feels like. And the first game, if I had not played the Mondo Gecko, I think they would have just played other things to beat me. But still, really sweet deck. If you made it to the end, leave hashtag value in the comment section down below, because we were drawing tons of cards, doing cool things. It just so happened that we went up against a matchup that was we literally only have like 3 cards that can actually do like anything slightly tricky. We drew like 14 extra cards that game, and it didn't matter because they just had like a death touch creature we couldn't get through and played a bunch of 7/7s. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again to Wizards for the free preview access so I could get this recorded early. It was a sweet deck, even though it didn't quite get the job done the way I would have hoped. We just came up against a buzzsaw in what our opponent's deck was doing. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.